after the fallout from this and the long-standing conflict in the Middle East. It's being felt in Halifax. An upcoming Canadian tennis match is now going to be closed to fans due to what's being described as safety concerns. Tennis Canada announced the change as it gets set to host Israel this weekend for the Davis Cup. The organization says the decision was made in consultation with the International Tennis Federation. According to their statement, local authorities and national security agencies flagged the event due to escalating safety concerns. It also comes after more than 400 Canadian athletes and academics urged Tennis Canada to cancel the match over Israel's actions in Gaza and the West Bank. As a result, Halifax Regional Council says it's pulling $50,000 in funding from the tournament since it's no longer a tourist event. Tennis Canada says fans who purchase tickets will get a full refund. Now let's talk to the CEO of Tennis Canada for more. Gavin Ziv joins us from Halifax. Gavin, this decision was implemented due to what's described as escalating safety concerns. What are those concerns?
Yes, hi, Ian. This was a very tough decision to make. It's obviously not the direction we wanted to go with this event in Halifax. But we've been speaking with the security groups here at different levels, locally and nationally as well, and received some information that was there was going to be a disturbance, a disruption here, like we've seen at other events in Canada and around the world. And just with that credible risk, with the groups that we have attending, with our fans, the volunteers, the ball kids, our staff, and of course the teams themselves, that we thought that safety was the priority here, and it was better to do this one for a broadcast only.
Yeah, just so that I understand, was the risk or perceived risk that people might be protesting, or that there might actually be a threat of violence against participants?
No, the intel would be separate between what happens outside with protesters, and that would probably likely be the case. But with the disruption inside the venue as a risk, that was just too much there. Not necessarily violent, but with regards to just something that could disrupt the matches, and you want to make sure people are safe in that situation.
There were calls, of course, to bar Israel from the tournament. There was that open letter signed by more than 400 people, including former Canadian Olympian Mo Ahmed, demanding a cancellation. Was that ever considered?
Tennis Canada is a not-for-profit national sports organization. Our mission here is to grow the game of tennis in Canada, promote it, and do what we can to really make it better for people's lives in the sport for Canada and for people around the world. So the Davis Cup competition is unique that way, that we get to host countries from around the world and showcase our sport. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to do our job and our mission to make sure that we can show people around the world the sport. So keeping the event was paramount, so we make sure we got to do that. And we're really making a difference, hopefully, for Canadians who can watch it in the broadcast.
Yeah, it must be so frustrating because the Davis Cup can be extraordinary. I went to see a match in Vancouver a few years ago. I'm not really a big tennis fan, but I definitely got drawn into the excitement of that match. So on the one hand, you have that going on. On the other hand, there's some pretty strong political reasons that many Canadians would feel that would make Israel not a welcome team here. I mean, kind of like Russian athletes and Russian teams after the invasion of Ukraine. You must feel like Tennis Canada has been put in a really tough position here.
The Davis Cup is an international competition. 155 nations will be in the competition in 2025. So we're members of the International Tennis Federation. We drew to play Team Israel with the luck of the draw with regards to how the ITF operates that. We found out back in March that we'd be hosting the event in Canada. We worked with Halifax to make that a reality, to bring it to Halifax in May. And so that's what we've been working on all this time here. Both members in good standing. Our obligation is to run the event as part of the International Federation. So that's just what we've been doing here. Unfortunately, it worked out in the situation right now where we can't have fans at the event.
Halifax is one of those smaller cities that can really embrace an international sporting event. And I'm sure fans were really excited about going to this match. What's your message to them?
Yeah, I was actually the tournament director for 2 events we had in Halifax in 2014 and 2016, and they were great events where Team Canada won both of those events. So we'll continue to promote the sport across the country. There'll be more opportunities to bring professional tennis back to Halifax, hopefully a Davis Cup tie in the future. And hopefully that'll be a positive experience for the Halifax people in the future.
Gavin Ziv is the CEO of Tennis Canada. I really appreciate you speaking with us this evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much.